Itzhak Marmerstein from the Rav Kook Institute, the educator there. Hello and happy holidays. This piece is interesting to talk about kind of the Anusim, and we got Christmas and Hanukkah this year falling the same week. I guess there are no coincidences. So, you know, from the Rav Kook's perspective, let's talk about the light coming from the Festival of Lights. Okay, well, Rav Kook, he emphasized a few areas in Hanukkah in his own personal teachings, and he said that Hanukkah historically it represents the shichrur of Ruach Yisrael, the liberation of the spirit of Israel from those aspects of Greek culture which were life dampening, where the Israelite spirit was to create a mamlechet kohanim, a kingdom of priests. The Greek way was to create a sort of a separation between holiness and government, and also to focus very much on the external aspects of beauty and power, where the Israelite way is to focus on the inner spirit and the inner kindness. And so the historical effort that the Chashmonaim did to recreate a mamlechet kohanim, a kingdom of priests, Rav Kook said is a teaching for us, especially for our time now that we're in Israel, is we're here to set up a kingdom of mamlechet kohanim, a nation of real holiness, and to show the world that that's what we're here to do. So we know a lot of these rabbis, ancient rabbis, that were a lot into, you know, mysticism and prophecy. Now that we're living in times where, you know, let's get into the midrash, but we're living in times where we are witnessing light being miraculously revealed. Would you say that's true? Very much true. And what Rav Kook would say on Hanukkah is, therefore, from the teaching of Hanukkah, from the history of Hanukkah, each one of us right now is to learn that there is a pach shemen, of an inner cruise of purity within each of us. So each one of us has the inner holiness that has never gotten untouched. Right. And our work is to come in touch with it and to illuminate it out. Well, almost like we are an extension of the candle in a way, right? I mean, the Creator, we're able to call down, you know, this energy by lighting a candle, but we have to be a candle ourselves to connect to the candle above, right? To connect to the light from above, we have to kind of meet it halfway in a way, right? And that's why Hanukkah is in many ways different than Shabbos. Hanukkah is about the lights we kindle to create this moment, where Shabbos is that we're coming into this moment that's pre-created. And but in terms of lighting the candles, Rav Kook said another extraordinary teaching. He said the blessing that we make, we light 8 candles, but the blessing is that we light Ner Chanukah, Ner Chanukah, the light of Hanukkah. Why not Nerot Chanukah, the candles of Hanukkah? And he says it's an important teaching for us to realize that, first of all, the world has many different lights, and we have to kindle all these lights. And 8 represents the transfer into infinity. And he identified them beautifully as the 8 lights that we have to kindle in our own lives as Israel. He said the light of Torah, prophecy, wisdom, justice, strength, joy, kindness, and love. Those are what we have to kindle as Israel. It's really not that hard to do if you think about it. Logically, forget all of the things we go through in our life, but it should be easy to show kindness. Well, it is. It should be easy to enjoy wisdom. Like if yes, of course. You know, let's share the love and have more people hop on the train of what's here for all of us to enjoy. Yeah, and then we come to the realization that all of these multitudes of lights are part of the one light, and we can really. The Ramchal says is our purpose here, to enjoy the divine presence in life. And that's what we're here to do, and Israel is very much to do it. And Hanukkah is a tremendous time that we can really celebrate the inner light coming forth into the world, and really. It's another difference in moving here is like the donuts, as the sufganiyot was not as big with the Hanukkah celebrating culture in America. It's funny being here and how some of the traditions are different. You know, in the States, the American kids are getting presents one a night, and here it's such, you know, having young children, it's about the lighting and the eating. It's interesting, the cultural differences on how to celebrate Hanukkah. Very much so, but also that Nes Gadol Haya Po, that this is where it took place, and this is where the new Rav Kook explains very much that the spirit of Israel today is drawing in a lot from the Hasmonean spirit of the Maccabees, which is the extraordinary passion for goodness and purity.
Like
and
warriors of goodness. Like they were warriors of light, right?
Well, exactly. And it's very clear that here we are in Israel in order to continue that and make, be victorious, as it were, and really illuminate the entire world. Perfect.
Also, when you think about, the miracle of Hanukkah, and we learn about all of these holidays, but they're not necessarily learning them in the chronology of history. So why was this miracle at this particular time in history, according to Rav Kook, something that, warrants, being a national part of the Jewish holiday season?
That's an excellent question. He was very clear that the return of Israel to Israel is leading the path to rebuilding the temple and reestablishing the full house of Israel in its full illumination and power. And Hanukkah was about what energies we needed to strengthen within ourselves, to be inspired by, in order to do that. So the Chashmonaim really gave us a model for what we are to do with our challenges today.
Wow, interesting. Thank you very much, and have a great New Year's as well, and rest of your holiday.
All the best. Thank you.